Warriors Unite! Back with another episode of Vigor Warriors 2 and the 1% Club. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are conquesting yourself and other people and everything around you because you're under God's purposes and God will lead you to becoming the best masculine male that you can become. And that's what we're all talking about here. So today, great topic we're going to have. I give credit out to shout out to lionlikemessengers and a few other people that I've been kind of looking at, talking about this idea of what's happened to the strong, silent man during semen retention. So we'll talk about that. Let's do some shout outs real fast, my friends. Andremiller, thank you, my friend. Antonironstag 5085, day 37. Keep it up, my friend. Constantine 8819, thank you. User SXLKW4, thank you, my friend. Bad Boy 46528, thank you. Hamza Renfield, thank you. Moon Safari, Digital Sandbox, thank you. Dawson Boyer, Aiden Verence, Amazing D. Thank you, my friend. Half my age, I appreciate that a great deal. All that's going back to Kelder's Fountain of Youth book, and I'll probably talk about that again as we go through and maybe do some exercises again, kind of show people just to update things. Good boy King, thank you. I look different than the earlier years. That's great to know. Great that I'm kind of getting better and better as I go through. I appreciate that a great deal. Thank you, God boy King. Abstract 1015, Antonio, continue success, my friend. Cheng V, unopened raw eggs. I'll look at that. I like that idea. We'll talk about that maybe at some point. And then Anthony Plaza. Thank you, Anthony. How long in my streak? I think it's about 1,200. I think we're close to 1,200, maybe a little bit over now. I'm not really keeping track. I do keep track, very briefly just for my own sake. But really, I think it's about 1,200 days. And I love keeping going and doing this as well. So, all right. So, at 2 minutes and 20 seconds, let's talk about the topic. So, Warriors, what we're talking about here is back in the old days, and I don't know what you're going to call it old days, but before a lot of the men in this society now have become simplified, or what do you want to call it, they become very weak for a lot of different reasons. No father figure, raised by mothers, and mothers are wonderful, but a mother can just never raise a masculine male to become masculine because they just don't know what that means. How could they? So the idea then is that a lot of males have been brought up without any kind of role model, and so they don't really know what the idea is of a strong, silent male and why that's important. And all you got to do is look at a lot of different videos about women and what they like and what they don't like and these type of things. You can tell right away that the strong male figure is an important male that's very highly attractive. And we'll get into this a little bit as we talk about this. But the key is, once again, to be on your purpose. Be on your goals. This is what should matter. Pray to God. Understand what God is trying to tell you. Look and trying to become the best person you can become under the Lord. And that your Creator will tell you then where you need to be going. I talk and I pray all the time to my Creator, and I get messages all the time telling me this is what I need to do. And really, it comes out great all the time. If I listen. If I don't listen, then it doesn't come out so well. So I know from experience that this is very factual and true in life. There is a God, and I think it's important to recognize that as you do this. And so as you listen to your God, you're going to take those efforts and not trying to hurt your body because your God gives us a temple. You're going to try to be that type of person who listens and reasons with people and listens to people, talk to people, and try to figure things out, communicate well with people. And all those things will help you become a stronger male. Now, in the old days, you used to have males would not be trying to dominate conversations. The leaders would be good listeners, but they would also be strong, silent people. And the reason why is silence is golden when it comes to women and to all situations, because you basically have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You should be listening twice as much as you speak. A lot of cultures, that's true. our culture is not true. Our culture, we have the opposite because we have too much of this dumbing down in education, dumbing down with people, simplest behaviors, just trying to get attention. Look at the social media, for example, people trying to get attention. All they care about is getting likes and pictures. They don't care. It's all about them. And we have thousands and millions of people like this out there. But the key is you have to listen to try to figure out, and you have to observe people. You have to see people, how they act and behave, and trying to figure out can I create a win-win type of dynamics with any person. I don't care if you're married to them or not. You're creating a win-win dynamics with them, but you have to understand who they are before you can do that. As I talked to several women today, very strong women, they cannot find a male because all the males are kind of simplified. And yeah, they may be with them, but they really don't want the people. They don't really want that because they want someone who is strong enough to be able to have their own purpose and someone they can respect. And you know that because women, even though they have boyfriends or husbands themselves, they will hang out with you because they want to be around your energy. They sense it. They sense that you're different. They sense that you're a warrior. And part of that warrior mentality is not just putting yourself out there all the time and just talking without even knowing what you're talking about. And a lot of simplest behaviors do that. And so the bottom line really is you want to be strong, but you don't need to say a lot. In fact, silence allows the other person to think about what they're doing, saying to you. A lot of times when women, for instance, if women don't want to talk with you and they ghost you or they decide they don't want to ignore you, well, then just go silent. And it's a very effective type of thing. A lot of women cannot take the silence because they need that verification. They need that attention. You take that away from them, and all of a sudden, they don't have the same sort of power over you. And so all of a sudden now they're worried. Now they'll end up being submissive and do things that you would normally have not had because this power is switched. A lot of times, my friends, silence can work very effectively when it comes to actually being in control. You're the one in control, not the other person, women or otherwise. You're the person who's in control, and as that masculine male, God wants you to use that control. So there's times you should become just silent. And you're going to be silent by default anyway. And let me tell you why. Because warriors, if you get involved in yourself and getting your things done, getting yourself in better shape, getting yourself spiritual shape, physical shape, mental shape, get more education, continue to learn, all these things, you're on a purpose. You're on the Lord's purpose. You're on your Creator's purpose. Women will not like you sometimes. Sometimes they'll be angry. Sometimes they'll admire you. Sometimes they want to be around you. Sometimes they're going to try to take you away from all that because they want the attention, the energy you're giving to other things. You continue to give those other things. And because of that, you become, in a sense, silent. Silence is very important because that other person, now we'll just say it's a woman in this case, she doesn't know what you're doing. She doesn't know. And then believe it or not, guys, women think about you all the time. They may not say it. They may not acknowledge even like you. They may not even look at you. But they notice that you're different. And you know you're different. And they know you're different. And so in this kind of case, you're kind of talking about using silence as a strong message and saying, this is who I am. I'm working on myself. I have no time to spend with people who are going to waste my time. If you're going to play games, if you're going to waste my time, I don't need this. And so I'm not going to be part of this. I'm moving on. And that's what you got to do. If the woman wants to be part of your life, great. Then you can find time to spend with her. But she's got to help you find your goals. I don't care how beautiful she is. I don't care how much money they have. The bottom line is that person has to help you follow your goals. And that's a key. Because if they don't, they're going to drag you down and they're going to try to take you away into their own goals, into things they're doing. And that's the last thing you want. You want to have someone who is strong enough in yourself to say, I'm the one setting my sails here. I'm going to my course of action. You can come along if you want. If not, I'm moving on. And that's the way women respect that, because they know that you're on your purpose. Now, they'll still try to do things to try to get you to give them attention. And there's nothing wrong with giving attention to a woman who is part of your life, who you want part of your life. What we're talking about here is not spending a lot of time wasting time and energy. And of course, we're talking about energy all the time here, physically or spiritually or emotionally, on people who are going to drag it out of you. And they're going to drag you down because they want attention, and the only thing they want is attention. Notice always sometimes, guys, that if you pay attention to somebody, they may kind of blow it off, but as soon as you stop paying attention, now they want you. And that just shows you that a lot of this is about the attention, not anything else. So the attention you give somebody is important, but you choose when to give them at your time. And you're the one that gauges all that, and you should be in control of that. So silence as Lion King, I was going to say Lion King, but Lion, I think it is. Hold on for 1 second. Let me make sure I got this right. Not Lion King. Lion-like messenger. I appreciate this shout out. Again, my friend, giving you a shout out here. I think it's a great topic. Once again, this communication type of aspect you should use to try to better yourself, but try to make sure to indicate through your silence that you're in control of your life. You're working, you're getting yourself in shape, you're getting everything better for yourself, and that's a key type of thing. And if the woman wants to be part of your life, great, and you want her to be, that's okay. But she cannot take you out of what you're doing to something else. And I think you got to stay with that and make sure that you're diligent about that and do that. And so then on that note, I'm going to go and work out myself here at night and let you guys go. Hope you guys enjoy the topic. Once again, thank you guys for the topic and all the well wishes and everything else you guys sent me. I feel very blessed, and I feel like that we're accomplishing something here. We'll try to do more often. I got a couple days on this one, but I'll try to do something if I can tomorrow. But anyway, 2 things I always leave you guys with. 1, every day is a new day to a great warrior. And number 2, guys, we always have to continue to battle!